All right, team, I am excited to see you guys. It is our Monday night team Zoom training, and I'm going to have a couple guests pop on here in just a few minutes, but we wanted to get started and give you a little bit more of a vision and kind of talking about why. I know we're coming into the end of the year. So, for those of you that don't know who I am, hi, I am Stephanie Dunn. This is Joel, my husband, and we have been with It Works for 11 years and crazy. We've seen so many different things over the 11 years to having no social media building and building in person to now really utilizing social media on all platforms and just how we can do that. But we got talking just a couple days ago, and this is our time of the year where we really just kind of put our heads together and we know what's coming. So for the last 11 years, we kind of know what's coming in a few different areas. So
Yep.
that's kind of teasing you guys a little bit, but you should be all excited because we know everybody's generally looking for weight loss. They're looking for better health, for something just to get them feeling the best that they possibly can for New Year's resolution and having extra money. And so when we got started over 11 years ago, why I joined was because I saw a picture or I saw in person a friend that had lost weight. And I said to her, "What did you do?" She was getting ready to cut my hair. And she said, "Oh, I'm using this wrap thing that helped me lose the weight." So she was using the wraps, the Fat Fighter, and the greens. And I was like, well, I got to try it. And so it makes me go back to, why did you get started? Was it a before and after picture? Was it somebody that posted a before and after picture? Was it somebody that said something? But really, why would you get started? And my why was, I was broke. We were going through bankruptcy. We were standing in food lines, and I just was not feeling myself. I didn't have the money to do the product, use it, but I was so depressed that I was like, I don't even care. Like, I'm gonna get this. And so why I wanted to do it was I wanted to feel good. I wanted to get, I call it skinny. And sometimes we think that word is a bad word, but in my mind, it meant healthy. Like, I wanted me back, right? And so I did it. And then I thought, well, if I could just make a couple extra $100, maybe $1,000, you guys, that was really putting it out there, was $1,000. That's what I was looking for. And so, what is your why? Have you ever wrote that down? Why did you join? Think back. Was it because you saw somebody post on social media? And one of the things that catches especially right now, catches my eyes is, if you're on social media, if you're scrolling, you generally will see sometimes before and after pictures, right? And does that catch your attention? Do you click on that? And do you want to see, what are they doing? Is this their personal before and after? Do they have a journey? And it can be of any size, guys. It could be, maybe it's weight loss, maybe it's a hair growth. Like, I can see Nicole right now. She's got great before and afters with the hair, skin, and nails. And so, what I remember, and what you did too, is you tried the product.
I went to go prove it wrong, and that was the thing is, you
Okay,
know,
they're on.
we've got this amazing product with the wrap that we really don't talk a lot about because we've been leading with coffee, and you can get amazing results with coffee, and you can get amazing before and after photos with your wraps. So make sure that you're using your products. Be a product of the product. We don't talk about this enough, and the reason why is because everybody loves seeing pictures posted of somebody else's belly or somebody else's face or somebody else's hair. They just love it. You know what they love even more and what causes them to message you? When it's your photo.
Mm-hmm.
Your friends want to see you. They honestly don't care about your friends that they don't know. They're intrigued, but the moment that you have your own photo, then that's gold to them because then, like, I know her and I know there's no way she can do this.
I saw Lori pop on, so I bet Rhonda's on too. I'm gonna have Joel like go add them real quick. But so this is why I was really thinking of, like, I asked actually in even the VIP page was, who saw before and after picture or something on social media to get their attention. And um, when I bring on Lori and Rhonda, they're veterans, you guys. I'm so excited to have them on because we saw something and we were so excited to see results and share our results, and people wanted it. And so knowing that you guys have product to get you results over these next 4 weeks is just like huge. What?
And I'm just going to go with my overall thought process on why this is a multi-billion-dollar company. It's because I know that a woman will sell a child, a kidney, not pay an electrical bill, do some crazy funky diets to get skinny in 45 minutes for $30.
Yeah.
That's what started it all. And that's the thing that's got me so excited, is because of the fact that we've got so many more products that we can do amazing things with. And if we just start using our own products to get our own results and sharing those before and afters, man, your business will explode.
Yeah. So where do you start? I think that was the thing is, I'm going to actually pull on Lori because we were talking a little bit, and then I'll get Rhonda. Where's Lori at? I'll intro her.
Lori, are you able to unmute yourself?
Hey, hey, hey!
Yay!
There's one of my besties. I love her so much, you guys. I was sharing before I got on. I was like, I've been trying to get Lori, I think, all year. So it's like, she's like, oh, girl, I would, but I got this and that. So this is why our time is a little bit off tonight, but it's so worth it because we were talking about the why. Like, we didn't know how to do anything, you guys. We just knew we wanted the product. That was our why, is we wanted something. We're like, if that belly looks like that, I want my belly to look like that. And if I could lose some weight, if I could have some energy, the how comes. And so we've really talked a lot about the how over the year with host to post and how to use TikTok, how to do social, but why is it important? Lori, why do you think? I know you got incredible results, but why? But actually tell them before, because I didn't really tell them who you were. Okay, it's Lori, but give them kind of your little backstory, because they didn't.
So I've been around since 2011, said yes to this crazy rap thing, which is crazy. This crazy rap thing made me a millionaire, which I would have never, ever, ever, ever imagined. I should say multi-millionaire, and income disclosure statement, if that works. I don't know. Anyway,
we'll pop it on. We'll get it.
I was introduced to this rap through a friend of mine. We were changing diapers in my living room, having a play date, and she had talked about a wrap that she had put on, and she had lost inches. Now we can't talk about inch loss anymore, but we can talk about results. And she showed me her pictures, and I was floored. She showed me her pictures on her cell phone, and I was like, what does that to somebody? And she's like, I don't know, but I think it has cactus in it, and it does all this stuff, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, I don't care what it has on it. If it pricks my skin, I don't care if it hurts. I do not have money as a stay-at-home mom, but I am trying that rap. And so it's funny, she invited me to a rap party. The rest is history. I said, I'm joining you tonight. And that was 2011 in June, and literally just jumping on board as a stay-at-home mom with 4 kids, 5 years and under, looking for a couple $100 for hair and nail money to pour into my cup so I can love all my kids and my husband that much more. It's completely changed my life. And I'm so freaking excited because, listen, I didn't get in this to change my life because my life was pretty darn good. It was. I was doing what I wanted to do all of my life, is to be a mom. It was my dream come true. But in the midst of my dream, I had lost myself, and I was becoming like resentful and bitter because like I was always like somebody's mom and somebody's wife, and the girl down the street with so many kids that watches everybody's kids, And so I was not putting myself first, and I started to feel that, and that was starting to build up. So I said yes to this because of a result picture shown to me on a cell phone at the time. And my gosh, I said yes before I even saw the results. I had a wrap on and said, sign me up. Sign me up. I am doing this with you. Because you're right. Joel's right. Anybody will pay any kind of money to be able to get the results of products that we have. Mm-hmm. And don't think that they won't, because they say that they don't have the money, because when people say they don't have the money, they're still spending money on their Starbucks, and they're wrapped, and they say they don't have the time, but they're wrapped around the building 2 or 3 times waiting for their coffee. So they have the time and they have the money. It's just, do they see the desire there for them? So you have to paint that desire, and showing those before and after pictures is everything, because I saw phenomenal results. And that's what helped grow my business. When I was brave enough to post my own results, it was like, dang, my business was on fire and people couldn't stop but ask me questions. Mm-hmm. And it may not have been plastered all over social, like comment, like, message me. They were calling me, they were texting me, they were pulling me aside when they saw me in public at like MOPS group. They'd be like, okay, does this really work? And as I started having those conversations, women literally were coming to my house every week on Thursday night. I was making a crap ton of money in sample cash or wrap cash because these mamas wanted their bellies wrapped. And those were the same moms that didn't have any money, you know? And then I said to them, girl, why don't you learn to like do this with me? You see all this cash? Cause I'd leave all that cash. Remember that wrap jar that we'd have sitting on the table stuff? Remember that? Back old school? We'd have this clear jar intentionally where they'd put their wrap cash in and they would see the cash just grow. And I would say, see that money? That's mine. Because they would say to me, who gets that money? I'm like, I do. And you get results. So why not earn your wraps for free and make some money on the side with me? And that's how I started to grow my business.
And you guys, we don't talk about cash, I don't think, enough. So get your before and after pictures. We have really about 4 or 5 weeks till the beginning of the year. And so if you wanted the best things that we can tell you as leaders being into this is we don't just tell you just to buy the product. You're in business to make money, right? And if you can get results, if you can just suck it up and be like, you know what, I'm going to do this. I want to get some results. Now you can get results, you guys, with a wrap, with just one. So if you have never wrapped, go buy wraps. The other thing that we have, you guys, is you can sell those wraps, just like Lori said, have them Venmo you, PayPal. We didn't have all that back then.
No.
Like it was.
They're writing me a check.
Yeah. So
I have to go to the bank right now.
right.
Yeah,
So crazy how it's evolved.
I know.
Getting the Venmo Cash app to you, screenshot that and show, oh my gosh, I've just made wrap cash. I've just made skinny brew cash, whatever that is. But we have the ability to make cash in a lot of different ways. And so as you're getting your results, you guys, you can be making cash along the way. And then from that, that leads to those customers and distributors. It opens the door for conversation. And so, you know, how do you want to start 2021? You want to start that right now. Like there's no waiting. There is go in, log into your eSuite. What products do you want? And Lori, I think like for us, like looking back, I love the wrap because it was an instant.
Yeah.
You're like, I want something.
The wrap room. I remember the wrap room and like getting my, I think I had a flip phone or something. I didn't have an iPhone. I was like, wait, we gotta have better lighting here. We didn't have ring lights. You know what I mean? Like, I gotta get you a before and after picture. I'm loving the comments here because Teresa Garrett says she made $900 in wrap cash on a weekend. Ladies and gentlemen, this right here is a sizzle product. We have a lot of phenomenal products, but if you're not utilizing the wrap or using the wrap yourself, I promise you it will help your business explode. These wraps are everything. And like Steph said, it's so underestimated the amount of cash that you can make, but that cash leads to filling out your steps of success. That cash leads to being able to run your business for free each and every month. So when you've got 2 boxes of wraps or 2 bags of brew now is what we're training on to get on auto ship. Each and every one of you ladies and gentlemen should be on auto shipment to be commission qualified, but it's a no-brainer. If you think you don't have the money, you do, because we're going to teach you how to run your business for free every month by selling those samples. Who doesn't want to make $900 in wrap cash on a weekend? I do. I still do. And so that helps you to get, when you're wrapping people, you're giving them coffee samples, they're going to want more and they're going to see results and they're going to never want to pay full price again. And that's the verbiage that you use. You know what, friend? Never pay full price again, because I'm going to show you how to get 4 wraps right now for $59 versus 1 for $30. You want to do that? Well, heck yeah, I do. Heck yeah. Well, did you ever think about making extra money? Because it's only at $40 extra to make money with this. And then you still get their product with that. And so there's a lot of ways that you can introduce our sample sales. The cash is the first, like seriously, the first branch into making the steps of success completed and teaching that through your entire organization.
Yeah, you guys, and Rhonda, can you unmute yourself too? I'm going to go back and forth with you too. Where's Rhonda?
Yes.
Perfect. You guys, it's crazy to like hearing Lori say, you know, millionaire, multimillionaire. We have multiple millionaires on this call. Like this is a powerhouse group of women that were out selling these wraps. We've been through multiple waves of the business, years, like different shifts and stuff.
Like a decade, Steph. I mean, that Ron and I were just on a call right before this. A decade, like her and I have been in for a little over 9 years. You've been in for 11.
Go
Is
ahead.
that right?
It'll be 12. Yes. I'm so like,
Well,
what?
a decade.
Yeah, crazy. I should probably go add up how much money I've made.
You should.
I don't really, I mean, I got in for $1,000, you guys. That's what I work for still. Like, when we were talking about the why do you do this? Well, that was my why. I wanted $1,000 and to be able to have free time and work from anywhere I wanted. And so hearing the Wrap Cache, hearing all of these before, like what drew you in? And the cool thing is, yes, we're talking about the wrap, but we have evolved and we have coffee samples that you guys should be talking about, those coffee sales, and these before and after pictures. So, looking tonight at like what you want to do, like things that give you some quick results, or the wrap, the cleanse. You guys know that sometimes that gives you some really good, fast results. The coffee, you need to talk about how do you feel? Does it give you energy? Does it make you feel full? Like, what are those things that you do, and document it? Weigh yourself, take your before and after pictures. And like Lori did, brave enough to put it out there on social. And me and Rhonda were texting back and forth. And the cool thing is she's got multiple before and after pictures of other products, that have come into play over the years. And so, Rhonda, I love your hair, by the way, because it's like, oh, I want to go light. Like, my hair is white under this black hair. And I'm like, okay, if she can do that, I could totally do that. But
Have a side conversation before you do that, because there has been something else. I'm serious.
The good thing is now you're creating another before and after picture. And so, for the before and after pictures, do you believe that helped your business?
Oh my gosh, without a doubt. I mean, whether it was the wrap, and I had put it just in the chat listening to you, Lori, it was just cracking me up, but I didn't even have a flash on my phone, when I first joined. My pictures were horrible. I think we dropped them into Microsoft Word to try to make, they didn't have the picture apps and all of that. But just putting that out there was incredibly powerful. Now, I mean, I will say this, Steph, over the years, I have transitioned into different products that I personally use with my own before and afters. I'll be 58 years old next month, and I'm just not really hip on taking pictures of my belly at this stage of the game, okay? So, and if you're like that, it's okay. You don't have to do that, but find the products that work for you. I mean, for me, I have my Beauty Works collection. So that I put my before and after, my naked face, my before and afters from using that product. And then of course our illuminating facial pads and the neck tightening cream. I have not found a single person, Steph, that I've applied that to prior to COVID. So come into my house, I put that cream on your neck. It's like, we're taking a before picture, I'm gonna put this on, and we're gonna take an after picture. There's not a single person that I've applied that product to who has not purchased it and become a customer. Now, we have to do it a little differently because of COVID. So you post the pictures online. I just put a post up today again. And it's like, every time I put a neck before and after photo up, I get inbox like crazy. Sometimes they sign, they become customers. Sometimes they join as distributors, and sometimes they don't have the flipping money and they don't have the work ethic to go to work yet, but they want the product. So I feel like as long as we're putting it out there, and like you started us out, Stephanie, it's you being in it, it's so much more believable when you're talking about products and what you enjoy about it. Maybe it's the skinny mocha. I was working with my team this afternoon, the peppermint mocha. I was working with my team on a Zoom today, and I said, how many of you guys, some of you might be on here, have gotten your peppermint mocha? Oh, I haven't ordered it yet. I haven't ordered it. I'm like, what? Like, there is going to be so much power. I'm dying for my mailman to get here so that I can have my mug and I can say, I freaking love this because, it's that personal testimonial that is so incredibly powerful.
That is the hands down newbies, or like, what can you do for your business? And it's such a simple thing that you guys can do. And that's what I love about this, is we want to keep it as simple as we can for you. There's a lot of how-tos in this business, how to get started, how can you build? There's multiple ways to do that. How do you chart? We could go on and on, right? But ultimately it comes down to find a product that you love. I love that Rhonda said that. We have multiple products that will give you results. It's your job to figure out what is it that you want. If you can pick 2 to 3, I can tell you, you will have quicker results, better results. And what happens is those people, when they see you, what did you use? And you can tell them, here's your list of the products you use. And so they're going to go, I want that. So don't you think then your sales are going to go up? Absolutely. So how do we get paid? Sales. It's simple, guys. This is really a simple thing. We just got to get it out there. So, live videos. I'm so proud of a couple of girls have gone live and showed themselves wrapping. I mean, there's not a lot of that out there, you guys. There's not other companies that have this product. Are you going live with your coffee? What is it? What is your why that you want that's going to be different? And that is where I was at. I was sick of being, in my mind at that moment. So everybody do not judge me. I felt like I was fat. Okay. Some of you would look at it at that point in my life and be like, she is not fat. We all judge ourselves. So don't say that. And you can look at somebody like, they don't need the product, but in their mind, we don't know what they feel. So I was just sick and tired of being where I was at. I was depressed and I was ready. And so I took that product. I didn't have the money, you guys. I found the money. I did that. I have never not been on an auto ship since. And we didn't have money, you guys. We were broke. But I knew people believe when you have a personal testimony. And that's something that, has just been part of who we are for this whole entire time is we use the product. I will not sell you something if I haven't tried it myself. If you ask me about a product and I haven't used it, I'm going to be like, I haven't used it. I will have to find you a testimony. And then it doesn't sell nearly as good as the product that we've had. So make sure that you're finding out what is that.
Great point. Great point. I think so many people try to run this business without using the products. And it doesn't work. It doesn't work. You can't run this business without using our products. So find a product that you can fall in love with. Like Rhonda talked about and Steph's talking about, because without it, like I didn't even drink coffee. Like when did we come up keto coffee? 2 years ago or 3 years ago?
Probably, 3. Yeah, or longer.
I drank coffee before that. I was not a coffee drinker. I'd wake up and have a Coke in the morning. I know that's terrible, but I did. I know it's terrible. But now I'm like a coffee addict. I absolutely love it. So I want to encourage you, even if you don't drink coffee, there's a way that you can start to like it and your body will start to crave it. So how I had to make it in the very beginning is how I drink it very differently now, right? I kind of progressed into a different flavor of whatever that I'm drinking every morning. I can drink it just my skinny brew with nothing in it. But here's the thing, I didn't drink coffee, but I didn't let that stop me from selling coffee and going live, like Steph talked about, and making different versions of the coffee. And I would say, hey, I've never been a coffee drinker, but this stuff is dang good. I did not expect it to taste this good. And oh my gosh, I just put my greens in it and now it tastes like a hot cocoa. And oh my gosh, all the weight that I just gained from all the steroids that I had to take for all the issues that I've been dealing with is dropping off and my pants are fitting better now. And then people were blowing me up in my inbox because I had a personal testimony. I was passionate about what I was doing. I was being honest. Hey, I'm not a coffee drinker, but I'm trying it out in different ways. I really like it this way. I could probably get accustomed to it this way, but I think people just need to hear your passion behind it and the different ways that you're using the products.
I love that because I wasn't a coffee drinker, you guys. And now I'm like, how the heck was I not? And I love all these cute coffee mugs. Yep. Like there is people that will follow you for your dang Rae Dunn. Like, oh my gosh. I mean, my last name is Dunn, so I should probably like actually have a bunch of Rae Dunn. So I'm just like, it's just crazy hearing that because you see results. So you say, if you don't like coffee, well, I wasn't liking coffee, but I was seeing people get results. And if that was giving them that results like that, I was willing to try it. Now, guys, you have to be consistent with anything that you do. Okay. So again, somebody asked last night, they can't drink. They're sensitive to caffeine. I was like, all right, well then keto tea it is. So we have that alternative. I just don't drink it. And they said, well, what can you lose with that? And I'm like, the only clinical study I can give you is the TFX with the 31 pounds over 90 days. Everybody's different, but if you use it consistent, if you're smart about the choices that you eat, you are going to have results, So again, we have all of these and it's just a matter of like, what is it that you really want to do? And I love that.
What if you just replace it in the morning with your breakfast? I mean, that's an easy one. You don't have to change anything about your lifestyle necessarily. Just replace your breakfast with it. And if you do that 7 days a week, you're going to start to see results.
Rhonda's just texting me. She's got all these great before and after pictures. So you guys make sure you go follow Lori Conway and Rhonda Hartman. Give them love after this Zoom. And guys, go share your before and after pictures. I know they have it. I'll share some of mine too. because you could just be like, I just got off an incredible Zoom and look at all their before and after pictures they've got with all these products that work. I'm looking, I'm starting at my own personal challenge and this is my goal. So again, what is your why? What is it that you want? Because here's real people with real results. Rhonda, you look like crazy, like you dropped a ton of weight in that picture. And that was only over 4 months, you guys. And that's so doable. So what can we do in 4 weeks? And I remember back when we did the keto coffee and then we were bringing in the ThermoFight X, you guys, I lost 13 pounds in 21 days by using 4 products. And I was like, I'm going for it. So when people said, what did you do? Again, I was honest and I said, I used it. And I was smart about my food choices because I was ready. I was like, okay. So you're going to have transitions too in your life. Like there's times like, you guys, I'm not going to lie, last year was a very different season for me. I had to eat very clean and organic. And I love donuts. I love pizza. I love French fries. And that was out for me for a while. And so once I was cleared, I was like, pizza, French fries. And so I'm feeling a little fluffy right now, but that's okay because I want to be real and be like, hey, I had some crazy life happen, but I have products that I know that can get me back on track. And so again, it's not because, oh, the products don't work. It's because I slacked a little bit and enjoyed some food that I hadn't enjoyed in quite a while. So there's always things like that. But with any of this, if you're getting the product, what is it that you want every month so that you love, but also to use as cash? Because you heard Lori talk about the cash in the chat. If you've ever made Wrap Cash, Keto Cash, Coffee Cash, drop cash in the chat because I want you to see that this is possible. Like it's always something that you're going to be doing. And so how do you make money in this? There's 3 different ways. It's from making cash from selling some product. It's gathering loyal customers and getting that residual. And then it's adding new distributors and getting those bonuses. And you guys, the samples that we have available opens the conversation to, hey, I have, a product right now, Skinny Brew, or even the peppermint mocha, which is fantastic, 3 for $20. Or you know what? It might be smart for you to go ahead and join my business. It's only $39 right now. And you're going to get 7 of the 3-day Skinny Brews that you can turn around and make cash with. People are going to want the product anyway. Why not make money? Like Lori said, she was giving options and I know Rhonda was too. And I'll let you guys kind of give your verbiage and your language and what you do. But that's what I do. I open the conversation, show my before and afters, let people know I have samples because it feels like no commitment, right? We just want a conversation. And from there, I give them the options. So Lori, what do you do with kind of that?
With getting them the choices with the options?
Yeah. Do you just offer I know this, but do you just offer the cash and be like, okay, thanks, and that's it? Or what do you do?
I would say never ever pay full price again, ever. Like, you ever heard of that website, Retail Me Not, right? Nobody wants to pay retail. So let's just get real. Friend, stop paying retail. I'm going to show you how to get this at an exclusive discount. And you get opened up to promotional exclusives too, like we've been doing, right? I mean, it's added layers of benefits in being a customer. So that's what I say. Never pay full price again. And then if they're like, well, I just can't afford it. Well, friend, you need to be doing this with me. Kind of goes back to the old school. We have that Wrap Cash jar, right? We don't have that on social media. It's like we're showing a jar full of cash, right? But we can say to people, listen, there is a business behind this and we are helping to change lives each and every day. I just had my girl Teresa make $900 Wrap Cash this weekend. Holy moly, would that change your life? Would a couple $100, would $100 on a weekend change your situation right now if you could sell that just in sample sales? And they're going to say yes. And you're going to say to them, you don't even have to have the product on hand to be able to reap those rewards. Of course, we're going to teach and train you to run that shipment, to be a product with product, because people are going to see right through you if you're not using your own product. I mean, we've talked about that, right? You got to be a product with the product. But we have an amazing opportunity right here with our sample app. If I don't have the money to invest to have inventory, which you shouldn't really have inventory anyway, but if you don't have the money to invest outside of your shipment each and every month, all you have to do is pre-sell those wraps. Find people that, pre-sell their coffee samples and find people that want those samples and sell them, and then purchase your samples on your app and send them like this. So you don't have to invest hundreds of dollars into a business to be successful. You can work it hard, say to them, hey, why aren't you doing this with me? Those different options. If they want just a sample, you can earn cash without having product on hand. And it seriously is so easy because it's a
We
click
didn't
of a
even
button.
have that back then. We bought the product and then had to go to the mailbox and ship it, which you guys still is easy. Like
Yeah.
it's so easy. People
Yeah.
love getting packages in the mail anyway. And you can go, it's super cheap just to mail. Like I have my little thing there.
A wrap, you can put a wrap in an envelope and it's whatever. Is it 50 cents? I don't even know what the price of a postage stamp is anymore. I think it's 50 cents.
Mhm.
Crazy. But you can literally fold the wrap in half and it's just like in a letter envelope.
Yeah. So it just makes perfect sense. So Rhonda, do you do that? I know that you put some things out there for samples as well. So give us, you guys are probably going to hear it's very similar, but let's hear it from Rhonda.
Yeah, no, I think, I mean, we have so many opportunities for samples today that we didn't have back in the day. So we always offered people to try a wrap. You can buy one for 25, or we can give you 4 for 59. It's that no brainer. It's like, oh, wait, do the math. So we can do the same thing with samples. And I'm going to be really honest here. Like when we first introduced the sample program, I was all over it. And I was sending those little things out through my app constantly. But anymore, I start with, I let them know if they have an objection that I do have samples available, but the savings from doing the discounted program is like night and day. So, and Lori, to elaborate on what you were talking about, popping things in the mail, like what I found recently is I get the sample packs as my product rewards, you know, so I have those here physically. And if there's someone local to me, I'll be like, hey, you want me to just do a drive-by? So you can still Venmo me and then I'll just drop the product off. They get so much faster. And with the sales that we've been having, it also gives us an opportunity to say, hey, you know what, why don't you try it if you want to try it right now? And then I can still get you in on the sale, you know, instead of waiting for a week for that to ship. But when I'm in conversation with people about product, you guys, and it always starts with product. I mean, I would say, Stephanie, don't you think like 90% of the time, 99% of the time, it starts with the product conversation. When I have someone that gives an objection, I always go to the feel, felt, found. I learned this 30 years ago before I was in direct selling. I've been here for 20 years in the direct selling industry now, but feel, felt, found, and it's so easy. If you don't know it, jot it down and just make it something that's in every conversation. When they come back and say, it sounds so good, but I just can't do it right now, okay? Then I'll come back and I'll say, girl, I don't know if this is financial or not, but I know exactly how you feel if that's the case, because I felt the exact same way before I started this business 9 years ago. And what I found is when I made an investment and I squeaked a little bit of money out to be able to get started in my own business, I turned around and made my money back very quickly, because that's how I was taught. And that's the exact same thing that I will do with you. So this is, you know, it's a process. And again, I feel like where we are in the world today, that connection is everything. Communication is everything. Being real and honest and transparent, which is difficult for me because of the way that I was raised, that we didn't talk about difficult things. You know, we were taught to zip our lips about that. So but to do that is where we are in the world today. Mm-hmm. So when you talk to people and you just let them know, I understand how you feel. I felt the same way, and this is what I found. And of course, for me, I can say here I am 9 years later in a business that all I wanted to do was create a little bit of breathing room. You know, we were living paycheck to paycheck. I just wanted a little bit extra. And my life has been completely transformed because I took a chance. And if we'll just invest in the conversations, you guys, with the folks that we're having these conversations with through Messenger or text message or on the phone or in person for that matter, if we'll just do that, the right people will come into your business. There will be a trust. There will be a recognition that, you know what, she's telling me something about her and I can relate to that. Mm-hmm. And that's when people can take that step, when they have trust. I think that's a big part of what we do. Not sure if that's what you were looking for.
Oh my gosh, I love that. I love that. And you guys would bring so much wise words to the Zoom. And I just love that. I'm like, oh yeah, we do talk about the feel, felt, found. And I haven't brought it up in a while. So that was such a good point, you guys. I think this is something, you know, we forget sometimes if we get into this business and it was $39 or $20 or even $99, that it could just be washed under the rug. Like it's not really an investment. But if you had to pay $2,000 to do this business, and the way that you're going to grow is by using the product, do you guys think that you would use that product? You would be talking about it every day. You would be sharing your results and how you feel, what you have found with the product, and where you're going with that. And you would, because you just put $2,000 into this and you're going to make that work. So think of it like you have a multi-million dollar business. How would you treat that? Would you treat that differently than where you're at right now? Because I guarantee you would be like, I'm using the product. I'm going to be a product of the product. I want different results in 2021. I want to have personal results. I want more customers than I've ever had, which leads to distributors because it opens up the door of here's your options. You can become a customer. You can sample it. You can become a customer. Or what most people do is they join me in the business because they're going to want to make money. And so that's why the power of being on the product, using it and sharing it and having your personal results is powerful. So I think we haven't talked about that in a while. Of course, there's so many different before and after pictures out there, but generally what I'm seeing on stories is the same faces. So if you see those same faces, do you think they're the ones that are more than likely going to get the customers and distributors? Absolutely. So what we want to teach you guys is you want to be the face of your brand, of your product, so that you can be that top enroller, that top recruiter, and just blow it out of the water, because there's no reason that you can't, because we have all of the how-tos behind it. You just need to know why. And these two just, I mean, they're just amazing. I love them. They're good leaders. They have a good heart. They want you to succeed. I think this is the best thing that I know about them is they're committed. They are so committed. They're loyal to people that they just care about, and they are loyal to you on wanting you to have success. There's a lot of fish in the sea for everyone, and they have that abundance mindset. And so that's why they're so willing to share. And I'm seeing the scripts and, you know, just everything coming out. But let me see some in the chat. Was this helpful for you guys? Did you guys get something out of this, understanding the power of the product? Yes, if you guys can give me a yes. So here's how we're going to end, and I'll let these girls end too, is tonight, make sure that you're committed and you go in and you grab yourself some product that you're going to be a product of the product with. If you want results, wraps. You heard about the wrap cash. So now you can sell them while they're using them, and you guys have those in rewards. Cleanse is another one. I love the cleanse. I do that once a month anyway. So why not do that? Rhonda has a hair, skin, and nails. You guys, hair, skin, and nails is another one, great one that you can do before and after. The coffee, because you can show it. You can talk about the energy that you feel, how full, the taste, all of those different things. So make sure that you take that and think about, this is your why. And then when you feel like you're having a bad day, why are you doing this business? Is it for nail money, hair money, like Lori said? Is it for that little extra like Rhonda was talking about? That's all I wanted. I just wanted to get skinny and maybe make a couple $100. None of us, guys, thought $1 million mamas here. Like, we never thought that. And I still think why we're successful in this is because we show up every day for that nail money, for that little extra, for that mom that wants that nail money, for that other, you know, person that's standing in a food line. Or maybe right now you lost your job and you're like, how am I going to bring in extra money for Christmas? We just gave you tons of ways to make that Christmas cash and to change 2021. Sounds crazy to talk about 2021, doesn't it? Like, I feel like this year was slow, and then it was like blink, it's like gone. And so this is where this time of the year is really about you. It doesn't mean don't post. It doesn't mean don't share, but I want you to take the time to invest in yourself and watch what your business does. It will grow like crazy. I can't tell you enough to do that over and over. If you want success in that, that is one of the, I would say, probably top 2 things that you could do in your business to have success, is be a product of the product. So, Rhonda, do you have any last minute, like, this is what I need to say?
You know, I think the bottom line is that every day is a new day for us as individuals, as business owners, as parents, as wives, as friends. every single day we have an opportunity to make a decision. So my hope is that, I mean, Stephanie, you did such a beautiful job just leading us and sharing. Thank you for the invitation tonight. But I just really want you guys to get off the Zoom tonight and make a decision. What's that decision going to be? What products are you going to commit to? I put in the chat that my dad passed away in September and he was sick in the hospital for a couple of months. And during that time, stress got the best of me, not to mention menopause. But nonetheless, I am fluffy and I'm over it. And Steph, thank you for leading in that direction and just saying, you know what, just do it. So I'm on board to make some significant changes in my overall health outside of just the skincare products. And I hope that you'll make a decision too that is going to change your 2021, because that's the bottom line. The work we do now and the way we finish this year and we roll into 2021 is what's going to determine what happens in your business moving forward. And I don't know about you, but I want more before and after pictures.
Heck yeah. Yes. Lori, what do you got? I know you're going to bring it. So we never know what we'll get with Lori.
Here's the thing, y'all. When you look better, you feel better. And when you feel better, you do better. So there's anything in you that doesn't want to look better or feel better or do better. Okay, you come into one of those categories, but it comes in feeling good first. Okay, you got to look in the mirror and be okay with where you're at right now, but also strive for more. I'm not saying that you look in the mirror and think less than yourself. No, you were created perfectly in his image. Okay, you are worthy of all the success. You are worthy for having health success or weight loss success, whatever that looks like for you. But we're talking specifically on products, and I want you to feel good in your own skin. I want you to feel good, not necessarily in a bikini, but I want you to feel good in your own pair of jeans. Do you know what I mean? After quarantine and after the year of 2020, we want to feel our waistline, okay? We want to be able to not just wear leggings or elastic band pants, okay? We want to feel good in our own skin, because when we do that, we bring a different part of us to the table. We bring this unspoken energy where people can pick up if you're really sold out for what you have. If they can sense that you're not, they're never going to buy from you. Like Steph said, your face has to be the front part of your own business, because people buy you before they buy Skinny Brew. People buy you before they buy a Skinny Wrap. People buy you before they buy a Cleanse or an HSN or It Works skincare line. All of our products are incredible when you actually use them, okay? But if you are not using them, they're going to see straight through that. And so I want you to get confident about a product that you can go all in with for the next 30 days and start to build your testimony and show your face behind it. Because I promise you, come January, if you've done that and you've prepared that way, your business will start to explode if you stay committed and if you share it. It's the most scariest thing in the world to do sometimes. And sometimes I've done it and I've had to walk away. I'm like, I cannot believe I just did that. It's on the internet forever. But when you do it, it's like this sense of like accomplishment, and people are excited for you and they're waiting for you to be courageous so they can be courageous. It's like contagious. They're waiting for you to be bold so they can show up bold, accept themselves how they are, yes, but also strive to be more and better. My goal is not to be a Stephanie or a Rhonda. My goal is to be a better Lori tomorrow than I am today. And the only way that I can do that is to stay true to myself and dig deep and say, what do I want to change about me? What do I want to maybe not change? What do I want to refine about me? What is it that I want to refine and show the world? Because through me being refined and sharing that message with the world is going to inspire so many people out there. So remember, when you look better, you feel better and you do better. And so I want to encourage you to show up, put some makeup on every day, do your hair every day. And that is a struggle for me, okay? Because when you work from home, it doesn't always happen. But you don't do it for anybody. You don't do it because you're walking out the door. You don't do it because you're going to the grocery store. You don't do it because someone might see you in the car right line. You do it for yourself. You do it for yourself. I did it last night at 5 o'clock and I thought, this is ridiculous. So I'm going to turn around, take it back off. I just wasted my makeup. I mean, you have all those negative voices in your head, but I promise you, when you start showing that for yourself, it feels really good. And when you feel good about that, you're going to do better and you're going to make better choices. So if you want your business to explode in 2021, you got to show up for you. And if you want that business money, it's time you start working this business like a business. Because if you're making hobby money, it's because you're working this business like a hobby. Okay. So it's time to really get your blinders on, pick one product for the next 30 days and really, really go all in with it. I don't care what that is, but do something to refine what you want to refine in you so you can be bold about it and start sharing that with the world. and start sharing it before you get your results. Start sharing it as you get it, as you're working toward your results. People don't want to see how you were necessarily before and how you are after. They want to see your journey. Isn't it all about the journey? It's not about, oh, my house is a mess and now it looks perfect. No. They want to know how you got it to where you're going. And so don't forget to share that journey along the way, because that's truly the most powerful part.
And if you fail, you had a bad day, share it. People want to
Yeah.
know that you're human and it's okay, that you had a dang Christmas cookie and you took some fat fighters, whatever it is, because life is too short to not enjoy those things. But also they do want to be encouraged and be like, you know what, I can still do this. I can still make those changes and have health and feel good, just like Lori did. And she's inspired me to do that. So, or whoever that is. So I love that you said, make sure that you're sharing the journey, because people are like, sometimes like, did she really do that? Like, where's that going? So you guys can commit. Okay, here's my day one. Is it one day or is it day one? You have a choice. And I love hearing that, because it can always be one day, or today's my day one. And then I'm just going to keep knocking it out, and people will cheer you on. It is incredible to watch people do that. Here's the thing, guys. I'm seeing some things in the chat. How do I sell some samples? We wanted to get you the why. I will leave you some of this. When you put out there that you're so dang excited that you just got your hands on something, and you have a few samples that will help you lose some weight, feel full, if that's something that you're interested in, you can inbox me. So, it's simple. There's all these different ways of doing sample sales. It's not making it like so salesy, but putting it out there, be like, I'm just so freaking excited that I actually have a product that I can get you guys samples in before you commit to anything. Who's in? I've already committed because I know what it can do. And if you want some before and after pictures, shoot some before and after pictures over. Or if maybe you started product and you're like, this is how I feel. Again, give them how you feel on that. But use your words. You guys are always wanting scripts, and we have those. So if you're in Teammate pages, go up to that search tab, search samples, because it'll pull probably some different wording for samples. But what draws your attention? What do you see that would make you want to get a sample? So that's some of the ways. But I just wanted some good energy. I think you guys got that with Lori and Rhonda. We just know where we're going. We've seen what can happen. Before you guys got on, I said, I know a couple more things that you guys just don't know, and I'm really excited. Laura, I know I chatted with you the other day, but there's even more. And so that gets me really excited. Knowing what we have coming will blow everybody out of the water. And so stay committed, guys. Stay true to this. That you see this success. Don't give up on yourself before, that little gold digger where they're like digging, and it's like right there. Like this is the point where you're at right now. It's going to feel hard. Some of you, it's going to be really hard, but I want you to enjoy family. What are you grateful for right now? This is our slow, and I hate to say this, but this is my slow time as far as sales goes in December for the product. But that does not mean that I'm not doing the business. I am enjoying my family. I am enjoying the moments and preparing for crazy time. So I'm putting in the work knowing it's booming. So this is when I do my before and after pictures. This is when we're talking about vision. This is when we talk about the why. Why are you doing the business? So, those are the things that you're going to hear over the next few weeks. So I just appreciate you guys. I know it went over a little bit. I said, we can do this in 30 minutes, but I hope you guys just love this just as much as I did. I love the fire that they brought. Started off, what a great week. I am just so thankful for both of them. You get into this business sometimes and you don't realize the friendships that God drops into your lap because of this business. And one of the reasons why these friendships happen is because they showed up. I got to learn to talk to them. So these Zooms, who are you chatting with? You start to make those connections with people and they become your family. And so I want you guys to know that, like, these guys are my family. I love them dearly. And we just want you to have a really good Thanksgiving. I'm thankful for each of you. I know how hard you work. And I could say, oh, it's easy, but there's days where it's hard, but I know what's coming, and I'm just really super proud of you guys. So I love you guys. Have an awesome, awesome week. Hugs to everybody's families, and we will see you next week, Monday. Bye, guys.